Hi there. How are y'all all doing? I know we weren't around last week and it was Mother's Day. I got the weekend off. Right? Well, from cooking-ish. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Not committing to any information. Yeah. Anyway, today we're making our breakfast of the month. An apple cinnamon crumb cake. Yummy for breakfast. All right. Yes, I know you see all the ingredients. Let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy. All right, so I'm peeling the apple. We're going to chop it. Get back after I'm done peeling. All right, nicely peeled. I'm going to finely chop it now. Trying to see. Okay, see. This is all going to get baked in there, so just kind of however you like it. This is part of the streusel, so just bear that in mind for size and texture. I'm going a little smaller with mine since it's part of the streusel. All right, check back in a sec. All right, we're first combining our dry ingredients for the cake. We've got a cup of flour, quarter teaspoon baking soda, quarter teaspoon baking soda, and a quarter teaspoon salt that we then just sift together, and we will set to the side while we get our wet ingredients for the cake done. All right, we've got 4 tablespoons of butter that we're going to cream. I'm about to add half a cup of sugar to it. All right, apples went in the bowl. We're going to mix the rest of our dry ingredients in a separate bowl, then mix these together, then add our wet. Hang tight. All right, 1½ cups of flour, quarter cup of white sugar, half a cup of packed brown sugar, quarter teaspoon nutmeg, half a teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Now we're going to just whisk this all together before we add it to our apples. All right. Got that going in on our apples. Hear what you can't see. I'm getting applause. Yes. All right, my helper is monitoring the microwave where our butter is melting while I get the apples coated before we add the butter and the vanilla to complete the streusel. Yeah. There's my little sous chef. Oh, is it almost done? Okay, thank you. All right, so we've got 1 melted half cup or 1 stick of butter, whichever way you want to measure it. And then finally, half a teaspoon of vanilla. Alrighty. Now we're just getting all of that combined for our streusel. Then we will set it to the side while we make our crumb cake batter. Alright, the oven is preheated to 350. My springform pan has been greased and floured. I'm going to put half the batter in, then half the streusel, the other half the batter, the other half the streusel, and try to check in on the steps as best I can with everything. All right, see, I'm going to spread it. It's supposed to be a thin layer. So there's half of that layer. Let's get the half streusel on. And there's with half the streusel on. And that's the last half of the batter. And there we go, the last of the streusel. It's going to go in the oven for about 35 minutes. We will check back then. All right, now we're creaming together the butter and the sugar. I know, sweetie, this will be done soon. All right, we're adding an egg in there now. Sorry, I've got my little sous chef in my arms, so I'm trying to keep everything where it needs to go. I'm now thinking I probably should have used my stand mixer. Yeah. See? Gotta pause you guys. so I can get a little more focused on this. All right, last 2 wet ingredients, teaspoon of vanilla and half a cup of sour cream. Getting those all nice and blended in there. Now we're going to add in our dry ingredients. All right, now I'm going to combine on low speed until it's all combined. All right, we're going to be making the glaze because it's almost time for the cake to be out of the oven. We've got half a cup of powdered sugar. If you have apple cider vinegar, you can just use that. I thought I had some and I was wrong, so I'm going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of apple cider spices here. Spices. Here we go. Not quite the same thing, but similar enough to get that apple flavor. Then 1 and 2 tablespoons of milk or milk substitute, depending on what you like. Then we will just be stirring our glaze. See, super easy. We'll just set that to the side for once our cake is out and cool just a smidge. All right, it is ready to come out of the oven. On the spirit of honesty, it fell when I was pulling it out because my sweet little sous chef was coming towards the oven and we didn't want burned hands. It is still mainly edible, but this is what it looks like. So, you know, welcome to parenthood. And we're just going to pour the glaze on it anyway. It'll still taste good. And as my late grandmother always said, that's what matters the most. And that he didn't get any burned hands. That's right, no burned hands. All right. Bon appetit. We'll catch you later. And try some of the, there we go. Does it taste good? Oh, it makes you want your milk? You're only covered in yogurt. Say it was sweet, we just needed a little milk to wash it down. But bon appetit, we'll catch y'all later.